We're back coming up on 8:36 with Seth Rogen. He made us laugh in movies like Knocked Up and The 40-Year-Old Virgin and Pineapple Express. Well, now he's starring in the new Steven Spielberg film. It's based on the legendary director's childhood. Take a look.
You think whatever bad things you want about me, kiddo, but you stop making movies, it'll break your mother's heart. You will break her heart, I mean it. And she doesn't deserve that, not from anybody, least of all from you.
Seth Rogen, so good to see you.
You
Happy
too.
You're here. Wow.
Yeah.
First of all, this is a story about Steven Spielberg's childhood. He didn't call it therapeutic. I think he called it cathartic.
Yeah.
Him as a child and the things he went through. When you look at Steven Spielberg's life, you assume everything was sort of hunky-dory, but that wasn't really the case, was it?
No, I think if there's one thing that is universal, it's that families are very complicated.
Yeah.
And and the movie really explores the conflict that his own family had, his mother being an artist and his father being like a highly technical-minded engineer, basically, and the fact that their relationship was kind of had its conflicts, you know, and that he kind of went to filmmaking to kind of both escape and process the things that were happening in his family. And it's and exactly how it plays out is kind of profound and truly unexpected also, yeah.
Well, how kind of crazy was it for you? You're going about your life and you get a call from Steven Spielberg. So initially, what did you think that call was about?
I had no idea. I thought maybe I was in trouble. I thought I was getting yelled. I've made a lot of jokes in my career that are very, insulting to many people. No, I actually knew him. I thought maybe he was out writing something. I've written, I'd met him about writing things in the past. But yeah, he expressed that he had written a film with Tony Kushner and that there was a role in it that they were interested in me playing. And he was like, read it and then tell me if you want to do it. And I was like, I want to do it. I guess I don't need to read it. But he was like, just read it. And and I read it and I loved it and it was amazing. No one else was cast in the film. I think I was the first one cast.
He said it was you.
That's a weird way. Yeah. As, I guess the best directors start with the fourth lead. That's how to do it.
So you play like kind of almost like the uncle of Steven Spielberg, sort of, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I play as in real life. It was a guy named Uncle Bernie, and my character is called Uncle Benny, which is shows kind of how close to life the film is at times. And yeah, Uncle Benny and Bernie played a very unique role in his life. There's kind of some surprises and twists and turns that my character's involved in that I don't want to fully reveal. But but he was also someone who was very impactful to Steven and someone that everyone in his family was very fond of throughout their entire lives. And so capturing this person that they all have this affection for, who kind of was known as this like gregarious, lovable character in their lives was, something you feel a lot of pressure to do when it's Steven Spielberg.
No kidding. And there was also a lot of pain that Steven Spielberg said he was living through during this. So much so that some described him on the set as like getting emotional. What was it like for him from what you saw?
It did seem like a cathartic experience at times. It did feel like there were moments where we would be filming things, and as we were filming it, he was kind of in real time gaining a new perspective on his own life.
Wow.
And at times, it almost seems like we would adjust the scenes based on this profound new perspective that he seemed to be gaining in real time at times, which was an amazing journey to go on, especially with someone that I've looked up to my whole life creatively. It's one of the reasons I make movies, and so, to in any way get to facilitate anything that they feel is additive to their life, like for that person, is like, it's like a rare gift, you know?
What kind of an impact has Steven Spielberg had on your life?
Well, I think, like, in a larger sense, like what we culturally understand as like blockbuster cinematic films are purely based on his taste, essentially. And I think the movie captures that in an interesting way, where it's like the things that we associate with scope, epicness, again, blockbuster filmmaking is almost entirely stuff he popularized because he personally liked it. And the stuff that he likes is now the stuff that we all like. And more specifically, like Jurassic Park came out when I was like 11 years old. I think I saw it in the theater 5 times. I just grew up like devouring those movies. Saving Private Ryan. A lot of those movies came out when I was in high school. That was a very formative time. So yeah, I've always looked up to him. And Freaks and Geeks, the first thing I was on, was produced by Steven Spielberg.
Oh.
So, like, he's kind of responsible for my entire career.
You know what's interesting? I just thought this little detail. The Big Apple Circus is outside. The very first movie that Steven Spielberg ever saw when he was 6 years old.
The Greatest Show on Earth.
Was The Greatest Show on Earth about this. And here we're sitting
here we are, yeah. And his uncle, who ran away and joined the circus, was one of the actual, like, inspirations to be a filmmaker, too.
And just real quickly, I know that you have another side project that you're working on, a company called Houseplant. Just what is that?
Yes, I own a company that we sell weed in California, but all over America, we sell home goods for people who smoke weed, which is now legal in New York.
Okay.
So if you are someone who smokes weed, or you have people in your life who smoke weed, and you're looking for a gift for the holidays, a new ashtray, a lighter, anything like that, go to houseplant.com. We'll hook you up.
I'll be honest, I had no idea what that was until
that
this
is
moment.
a good answer.
All right, Seth, thank you.
Thank
we'll
you.
let the folks know the Fabelmans from our parent company, Universal Pictures, premieres tomorrow in New York and LA. Hits theaters nationwide on November 23rd.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.